positives because we're about positivity.
Clearly.
You guys are buckets loads of positivity every week.
Leave Cash alone. Stop playing mid. You're a grown man.
I need to go back and I think watch Cody Rhodes highlights and see how many times he's been dropped on his head. Because it's clearly a lot to think any of this is okay. Not good. Forget good. Good's out the window. Okay. None of this is okay.
Look at the yell. That makes sense. You can tell he'll beat the shit out of her if she says anything reckless.
He looks like if they weren't, if these were regular people and they weren't famous, he looked like he's the guy in the club that has access to stuff that she enjoys.
Nick Jackson saying, Cash, don't break your arm jerking FTR off. And then after this, have you seen these guys on the cards talking about you? That's awesome.
I can't get over how much better Nick Jackson is than his brother. I'm sorry. Nick Jackson just goes out there and performs. Fucking Matt Jackson's out there fucking cooning. Whatever the white version of cooning is. It's just
hokey.
The best. Oh my God.
Go ahead, sir.
That's great.
And I hadn't heard that from Adam Hangman Page before. So great. Welcome to the show. What's more important? Miro.
It was almost sweet. I was like, look at him coming around. Mature Marcus Cash.
I'm not as hard up about politics as everybody else. I still
you mean underage? You mean dating underage people? That's what you mean by politics?
Is that politics? What?
How old and where?
We should probably talk about something else right now.
Dustin Rhodes, what the fuck are we doing? I don't remember who the other guy even was.
Absolutely. Marcus Cash. Why don't you?
I follow the rules and the laws.
Oh, shit.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for AEWramble number 14, The Nightmare Continues. This is where we're going to be reviewing the October 22nd, 2021 edition of AEW Rampage, as well as the October 23rd, 2021 edition of Saturday Night Dynamite. I am back in the saddle once again with the man of 41,000 subscribers, your go-to for TV and movie reviews, Mr. Guarantee himself, Jimmy Macram.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, mostly, which are creeps up at Sunday morning. How are you?
Good morning to everyone. We are live. We're going to be talking about AEW as per usual on a Sunday. We are, you see by his absence, the Hot Take King is not here with us. The Hot Take Machine, Marcus Cash. Hopefully he's alive and well, and hopefully he joins us soon enough, either this week or next week. Who knows? But we will find out. But yes, we are here to talk about AEW All Elite Wrestling, but you guys know what to do. You got to do your part. Drop a thumbs up on this video. Share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified. What a busy weekend it has been. Yesterday, we had True Hill Heat 148 with special guest Stephanie Hypes. We had our live watch along for AEW Dynamite, as well as Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory. In between all of that, you had my special interview with the Impact Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. So there's been a lot of great content on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, but you know what you're here for. You're here for the best AEW Dynamite and Rampage review on YouTube, because the guy on the couch or the guy in the white room apparently before we went live, he says he likes wrestling this week, so we're gonna get
always
We're gonna get into it. We got in the live chat. Of course, this show is interactive. The True Hill Heat YouTube channel is always interactive, so we love to hear from you guys in the live chat. We got with us fifth generation Carney says, hope everyone's doing well. We got Frantic World, the Kyle Ripken of the live chat, saying what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and chat. EBB, one of our favorites here, saying looking forward to the chaotic discussions on Cody.
No chaos
winning.
involved. Everybody should be on the same page. I want everybody on the same goddamn page about this.
All I will say as a spoiler to stay tuned is I choose violence today. But yes, we're gonna get into first AEW Rampage from October 22nd, 2021. We want to hear from you guys in the live chat. Of course, if you want your comment highlighted, if you have a question for me or Jimmy, a hot take on Rampage or Dynamite, super chat donations are always appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. We got a significant boost of super chats yesterday for True Hill Heat 148, which we got to thank all you guys for your support as well during our watch along of Dynamite and Bound for Glory. So we hope you can keep that up and send those super chat donation because it helps out the channel a lot, helps us grow, and helps us provide more live streams just like this so we can review AEW Rampage October 22nd, 2021 from Miami, Florida. They started off things with the number one contenders tournament, the AEW World Title Eliminator first round matchup of Orange Cassidy going one-on-one with Powerhouse Hobbs. Orange Cassidy came in with bad ribs after the brutal casino ladder match a couple of weeks back. You also had Matt Hardy here in the crowd because he hates Orange Cassidy and is pleased to see him get beat down by Powerhouse Hobbs, who was very dominant. They tried to mirror the last match these two men had when Powerhouse Hobbs debuted in AEW and Orange Cassidy beat him in just a few seconds with the orange punch. He missed it this time, and Hobbs hit a spine buster for a close 2 count, and that dictated the pace of this match. It was really dictated by Hobbs. Hobbs broke out the fucking torture rack. I popped for that because me, Romeo, and Steven Jensen on True Rewind 60 were talking about Lex Luger doing a torture rack and why not a lot of people use the torture rack anymore. To see it in 2021, that was a nice spot there. Orange Cassidy tries to get a small package for a 2 count, and then the orange punch he pulls out of nowhere but he can't get the cover. We get Powerhouse Hobbs in the corner beating down Orange Cassidy, but he won't relent after the referee tries to pull him off. So we get into a referee and Hobbs discussion. Hobbs, once again, his Achilles heel is his inexperience and his temper. So the smartest man in the room, you know who he is. He's your favorite. He's my favorite. He is the world's favorite. Well, except for Jimmy and Cash. He is Hook. Hook tried to be the voice of reason, tried to let Powerhouse know, calm down, you're winning. Go pay attention to the guy you're Don't pay attention to him. Don't get yourself disqualified. And of course, that is the reason why Powerhouse Hobbs is distracted long enough for Orange Cassidy to grab the mousetrap for the victory in just over 8 minutes. I thought that this was a solid to fine to solid matchup. Powerhouse Hobbs should be dominant. He did look strong in defeat, but it came down to his Achilles heel once again. His anger and his inexperience is the reason why he loses matches. It was the reason he lost to Punk. It's the reason he lost here. And Orange Cassidy moving on makes sense based on the stare down that he had with Moxley a few weeks back. What did you think of this one, Jimmy?
His inexperience is why he lost. That's why the 12-year-old Hook was telling him exactly what the smart thing to do was.
Because Hook is wise behind his years. You know this. Come on, man.
Listen, this was fine for what it was. I like how dominant Hobbs was. I am disgusted by the finish, but I'm not going to let you guys work backwards for why this was a good finish. Well, because he had to stay down with Moxley last week, that means he should have won, and you're going to have the Moxley heel turn, so he's got to face the baby face. And fucking no. That got nothing to do with this match. This match, Hobbs should have won. He didn't lose anything in defeat. They did a good job protecting him, but he didn't gain anything at all. And Orange Cassidy didn't gain anything at all. So, I got to admit, it put me in a bad mood for the rest of Rampage. I'm not going to lie to you. I was highly annoyed. First of all, he put Matt Hardy on the screen, which is always a negative. And then he didn't even get involved in the finish. And then we're gonna do Hobbs right there. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? Punk has blessed him. He gave him the fucking blessing, and he couldn't even get a win over fucking Orange Cassidy with broken ribs.
Nope. I just love how pissed you are. I just love we're off to a great start because we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off this show with this, and then we start off the next show with Dustin Rhodes. So we're firing on all cylinders on this edition of Rampage and Dynamite. We also next had a segment, a rare interview segment in the ring for Rampage as Penta El Zero Miro is here for a chat. But hold on, before he can even start talking, he sees La Superanas in the crowd. Since FTR apparently now has 6 inches of height difference, that's not them. So Penta goes over to them, allowing the real FTR to jump him from behind, nail him with the AAA tag team titles. They jump Alex and Perhantes. They hold him up for Tully Blanchard to blast him in the eye, giving him a black eye. They put him in the ring, and they're looking like they're going to give him even more punishment. But Pac comes out for the save. What did you think of this nice short segment to progress the FTR Lucha Bros feud?
I didn't hate it. It did make Penta look like a fucking idiot because you can't tell fucking what FTR looks like. Like even if you couldn't, like you said, they're next to each other, and so maybe that's one member of FTR. Maybe. It's like, come on, whatever. Alex getting beat up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe a little happier than he should have. I hate him as part of their face gimmick. As heels, he's hilarious, but as a face, he's just douchey. No.
He's like Bill Alfonso when RVD was just when they went full babyface with RVD, and he still has Bill Alfonso. It's like you have this annoying guy with a guy who's so over as a babyface. Right?
Why is this constantly yelling and whistling and weird?
Oh, cocksucker, absolutely. EBB talking about the opener to Rampage. The finish was meh. I kind of wanted Hobbs to win. During the match itself, Hobbs should have won. Feel like Orange has been going through the motions for a while. Comedy characters are hard to book. That is, I can't disagree with anything that you just said there.
Cash was about a year too early, but Orange Cassidy could use a break, quite frankly.
Yeah, I liked it more when he was used sparingly or used as the second to best friend before the Chris Jericho feud, where they put him over Jericho, and they kind of had to go with him as like a full-time character. Frantic World says, I like the match. Short and simple. I like those. EBB saying Cassidy is great around the main event scene and mid card, but there's never change in his character because of why he's on the show. He's on the show for the fun, and I enjoy it. Didn't need the W here. But at the same time, I do feel like I feel like he did need the W because like you said, you don't want it as an excuse. They did have the stare down with Moxley. They do seem to be transitioning Moxley to a new side of his character, whether it's a heel turn or a more aggressive babyface side. And I just feel like Hobbs didn't need to be the guy to take the loss. That's more my thing.
But to be fair, how much lower can we go with these fucking people in this goddamn tournament? We go lower than Hobbs? Who else we got here? We already have Orange Cassidy and Hobbs in a fucking title eliminator tournament. What is this? What is this?
Hey, Orange is ranked, to be fair. He is ranked in the top 5. We got the Negro Buck Nick Jackson saying, morning guys, what's going on, good brother? Remember guys, keep those comments in the live chat coming. Super chat donations are always appreciated, helps out the channel a lot, and we will make sure we highlight your comment here. And remember to drop a thumbs up on the video as well. Britt Baker versus Anna Jay in a non-title grudge match was next, and I know Jimmy was just fanning himself at the beauty of this matchup here. Baker had Jamie Hayter and Rebel in her corner. I thought that the girls were very physical here. They were laying it in with their forearms. Anna Jay is still pretty green though. A lot of her movement in the ring was very slow, especially on the roundhouse kicks that she was laying in. But my God, has Britt Baker gotten so good. She's gotten so good to the point she could carry someone that's clearly green to a good match. This was a good match between the two ladies. Britt Baker was smooth. I love the wrist control during like the technical wrestling exchanges early. She cut off one of Anna Jay's comebacks with a swinging neck breaker, and it was time to load up the glove, but the lockjaw is blocked. Anna Jay makes her comeback. She gets in the Queen Slayer, but Hayter offers a distraction and the hold is broken, only to have Anna grab it on again. But Baker can't climb the corner to flip over it, but she does get the rope break, and then she gets her hung up on the ropes, hits a super kick, and then gets on the lockjaw for the submission victory here. Like I said, I thought that this was very solid and one of Anna Jay's better matches. What did you think, Jimmy?
I'm glad you said all that, because when I watch Go Baker, I wonder, am I just seeing this through like, rose-colored glasses, like she can do no wrong, which I'm sure is partly true. But I was like, she is so much, first of all, she's so much better than Anna Jay is. It's uncomfortable. And number two, the tone she has set, only for her matches, but for a lot of the division, which is this overly stiff, violent, very snug matches. I'm here for it. Now, until I get somebody hurt, probably Go Bigger with somebody who's not going to enjoy that all too much. Maybe Jade, who decides to hold back and pop her one. But hey, it worked. I thought Anna Jay looked good. Like you said, one of her better matches. Definitely one of her better babyface performances. I still don't buy the character as a babyface, but she can work like as a babyface. She looked good to me. Those kicks, it felt very like I'm almost alone and I'm doing a ballerina type thing here. I was like,
yeah, like a dress rehearsal for a match.
Yes. Yes. Just that.
Post-match, we must mention Baker puts back on the lockjaw, but Ty Conti comes in to make the save. The villains bail, and Conti holds up the AEW Women's World Championship, and it was announced on Dynamite it will be Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, going one-on-one with Ty Conti for the championship. What did you think about the post-match here and the matchup for Full Gear, Jimmy?
I've been down on Tay Conti since Anna Jay came back. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I love her, and this match would be way better than the match Anna Jay had, because Tay Conti is better than Anna Jay is. I am here for this match. We can't take the belt to go yet. I mean, I'm sure who should. Probably shoot Thunder Rosa whenever that happens, but
I think next year. I think next year is the either no, but I mean, dude, we only got 2 months left. Like, and this is the last pay-per-view coming up at Full Gear for the year. So I say either the debut on TBS in January or Revolution. They do have enough baby faces where they can throw at her, throw at Brick in the meantime, but that's going to be the biggest women's matchup in AEW history when it's Thunder and Britt for the title.
I'm not mad at that at all. But we just keep letting Go Baker until fucking Charlotte decides to take it.
Yes. Let me get to the comments real quick, but I'm going to ask you about that there. We got a super chat donation from EBB. Thank you very much, sir. Always appreciated. Helps out the channel a lot. And he says, hasn't Britt Baker only been wrestling for about 4 to 5 years? That's insane. Anna only in her second year. She'll improve, no doubt. Oh, absolutely. Because you have the best example there in Ty Conti. Ty Conti spent 5 motherfucking years in the Performance Center, and she did never look this good. 1 year in AEW, she looks exponentially better than she ever did in NXT. I actually brought that up to Dutch Mantel on Smack Talk, and he was like, they just put you in a warehouse and you're stuck there. It's like a grandmother that has all her nice pots in the closet, and they're just, they came very bright and they were all shiny, but the more they're kept in the closet, the more dirt and crud gets backed up on them.
It's like a fucking backup quarterback sitting there holding the clipboard. You're not going to get any better doing that. That's not how it works. You got to get in the ring or on the field at this point.
Very true. And we should mention before I ask you about Charlotte there, the bracket for the TBS title tournament. I like the fact that they're using the rankings the right way with the tournament, where the number one ranked is Ty Conti. So she's getting the shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. But numbers 2 through 5 get a bye in the first round of the TBS Championship tournament. Thunder Rosa, Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose, and Chris Statlander. The first round is going to see Anna Jay versus Jamie Hayter, The Bunny versus Red Velvet, Serena Deeb versus Hikaru Shida. I can't wait this coming Wednesday. And of course, on Saturday Night Dynamite, it was the first TBS Women's Championship tournament matchup of Penelope Ford going one-on-one with Ruby Soho, which we'll get into. Do you enjoy this bracket in comparison to the AEW World Title Eliminator bracket?
She is not even fucking close. I love this. I love the idea of this bracket. I do love the execution of this bracket. I don't think it's perfect because I see some things that I'm not gonna like. I see where it's going already. First of all, Thunder Rosa and Jade Cargill matching up at some point, probably in the semifinals. That's gonna bother me.
That should honestly be the finals, but,
right? One who's not making it. And you know what? I did realize that Dummy Khan's picture said that Rosa and Cargill was going to be the finals, which means he decided to change it because he's an asshole.
Well, the full gear. It's not going to be the finals of the TBS Championship tournament is going to be on the debut of Dynamite on TBS.
Oh, okay.
In January.
Sorry, I spoiled that for you. It is going to be Rosa vs. Cargill. Oh, yeah, sorry. But yeah, I gotta be honest. It feels like this is perfect, and Rose is not gonna win because I feel like we're doing a storyline where Rosa can't get over the hump until she fights Go Bigger again.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to me in a lot of ways. We have our producer here. What's going on, Romeo?
I wanted to hear what both of you guys think is going to happen in the bottom of the bracket.
I think Ruby Soho is coming out the bottom of the bracket. I'm gonna love me some Ruby Soho versus either Shida or Deeb. That's gonna be an amazing semifinals.
Bottom of the bracket. Yeah, I got Shida going over. I can't see losing to Deeb twice. I'll take the one. I was very happy with that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I got Soho winning, and then we go Soho Jade, and then probably Jade going over, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think Jade's gonna be the first champion, but I'm not gonna say like I'm one that usually if one person wins the first match, I think the second match, the second person would win, and it builds up the third match a little bit better. But this is what scenario I would not mind if Serena Deeb beats Shida again.
I can't believe all three of us catching that here on the same page. She just should not be able to beat Serena Deeb for some fucked up reason. I don't know why.
I like this. This is like denying her of the 50th win over and over again. I just like that story. That story's interesting to me. We got to talk about the final segments. Tony Schiavone handles the face-to-face this week instead of Mark Henry of Andrade and Pac. Andrade promises to beat Pac tonight and brags about having friends around the world. Foreshadowing. Pac cuts Tony off and says this should have been settled weeks ago, and now it's time to settle this man for man, and that leads to the main event of Pac versus Andrade El Idolo 2. And my lord, if you thought the first match was a banger, they went out there and turned this shit up to not just 10. They hit 20 and 25 and 30. This was ridiculous. Andrade early breaks up the Black Arrow. Pac is back on his feet to pick up the pace. Pac goes to the apron where Andrade scores with a running boot to the face to put him on the floor. He then hits a running corkscrew dive that takes Pac down and almost puts him into the front row at one point. Andrade gets a near fall off three amigos to really get the crowd into it, kicking Pac in the head to cut him off again. Andrade tries to a slingshot drop kick, but falls off the apron and crashes hard down on the floor. Pac with some back first into an open chair, but can't get the brutalizer back inside. Andrade pulls him out to the apron, and they slug it out until Pac is draped over the top rope. That lets Andrade jump back in and then right back out for a DDT to drive Pac's head into the apron for a nasty landing. Back in, Pac hits an avalanche motherfucking brainbuster for a 2 count, but Andrade hits him in the face. The hammerlock flatliner is countered into a roll up for 2. So Andrade tries it again, but this time Pac gets a small package for the victory in just over 16 minutes. My lord, these guys' chemistry is on another fucking level. This was I love Christian versus Omega from the first episode of Rampage. I love these guys' first match. I loved Bryan Danielson versus Nick Jackson. This was the best Rampage match in its short history, in my opinion. What did you think, Jimmy?
You and I are on the same fucking page. I love that match. I love their chemistry. Hello, young man. I love their violence with one another. I gotta be honest, my favorite spot might have been Andrade yelling at Pac to give me another one. And Pac, God damn it. And Andrade slumped. Oh, shit. This match was perfect to me. And I gotta be honest, I said it last time, I'll say it again. I felt like they left more meat on the bone. It feels like they can go forever, like if they had to. The finish bothered me. I know we're trying to protect everybody, but we just had we'll call it a cradle finish of some kind in the first match. I don't need to be here again here. Number 1. And number 2.
Well, no, the finish to the last match was Chavo with the iPad to the head.
No. I mean the first match of the night.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Hobbs. But yeah, I really like this match. I don't know how to star rank because I don't know if I get the first one. But a quarter more than whatever the fuck I get the first one. That was fantastic. I love that match.
We got a bunch of people commenting on this, as well as the TBS title tournament. EBB saying Statlander versus Rhodes is the final I want. Unlikely, though, with how they're building. Ruby cannot wait for Dave versus Sheeta. Nick Jackson says, I'm going to go with Ruby Soho versus Jade in the finals. Soho against either Sheeta or Serena is going to be dope. World says that main event on Rampage was fire, 100%. EBB saying give us Pac versus Andrade. 2 out of 3 falls at Full Gear. With what happened, though, I'm guessing it'll be Pac versus Cody Pac and Cody versus Black and Andrade, which brings us to the post match. The lights go out immediately after the 3 count, and it's Malachi Black to missed Pac, and Andrade tells Black to get a chair. And of course, the one, the only, your grandpa, the person you want in the car if you ever get carjacked, Glock Anderson comes out and does the pew 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 motherfuckers. He comes out.
Oh shit, that is so dark.
I can't. Oh my god, he comes out to point at Black. Q that cues up Cody Rhodes to clear out Andrade. He power slams Black. The threat of a chair shot sends Black bailing to end the show, and that was a loud ass pop for Cody. I was very happy for Cody after weeks upon weeks of getting booed out the building. He finally got cheered here. What did you think about the ending?
I wish you would give me a little more time to bask in the glory of that fucking match.
True.
However, I thought the way they did this, if you were going to do it, they did it as well as you possibly could. Cody didn't get an entrance. He just showed the fuck up. The crowd lost their fucking minds. And them getting so excited made me excited, even though I wanted to throw up. I just got excited because everybody else was excited. I was like, fuck it, let's go. And I thought Cody and everybody involved looked good. Now, we couldn't keep it going because everybody came to their fucking senses like, ugh, it's still Cody. But it worked for me. I liked it.
I love it. I love it so much. And we got my boy Blue here with us. He says, how y'all doing? We're doing well, sir. I started watching GCW Bloodsport after Bound for Glory. What I say before dozing off was good. What I saw before dozing off was good. And a lot of people think Romeo's messed up for that. And Nick Jackson saying Cody actually getting some cheers. That's the Cody everyone likes. Yes.
One that's here for 12 seconds. Oh my god, that's so fucked up. Wait, he did it. I thought you might actually pull something out. I was like, oh, we went. Oh,
Glocking. So thumbs in the middle for Rampage. Thumbs up or thumbs down in 3, 2, 1.
yes.
What do you give it out of 10?
7.
I agree. 7 out of 10. We're not even going to ask match of the night. It's Packet Andrade too, 100%.
These fans, they make it sick, sir.
The true heels say eight or 9 out of 10.
How did 20% give it a 10? That's even possible.
But
wait a minute, before we continue, I gotta say this because I always dog him. This was Chris Jericho's best night to me, by the way, on commentary. He didn't bother me at all, really. He got a little sad towards the end there, but mostly he didn't bother me. I was very pleased.
I feel like the commentary never stands out when it's 4 of them though. That's the problem. That's the problem. And I think it's better when it's just 3. And Follow B here with us saying, "Oof, that Baldwin picture. Yeah, man, that's a rough one." MVP. I'm gonna say co-MVP, Pac and Andrade. My God, like they deserve it after that match.
I'm not mad at that. So, yeah, you know what? Yeah, yes.
And LVP, I'm gonna say, unfortunately, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Orange Cassidy, get rid of this gimmick. Well, go away for a little bit, please. Jesus.
And EBB saying, everyone quickly vote 10 for every poll for the banter.
I can't get over how much they love this fucking show. That's just what they want to tell people who watch it. Yeah.
Keep bringing those comments in the live chat. Of course, super chat donations are appreciated. We'll make sure we highlight your comment, your thought, your question from me or Jimmy. We're going to move on to Saturday Night Dynamite, which kicked off in a hot way as well with another AEW from Orlando, Florida. Thank you, producer, sir. From Orlando, Florida, which was a hot crowd for sure. Again, this week, we start off with the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament first round matchup between Bryan Danielson and Jimmy and Cash's favorite, Dustin Rhodes. We got a filling out process to start here with the fans seemingly on both guys' side. It seemed like Rhodes seeming a bit nervous to go after Bryan due to Bryan's expert submission and grappling skills. Danielson takes him down by the legs and ties him up kind of in like an Indian deathlock. Rhodes hits a drop down uppercut, but he gets knocked down to the floor, and Bryan hits a suicide dive and completely crashes into the guardrail. Dustin goes to the apron and hits a flip dive, and then scores with a belly to back suplex for a 2 count. Danielson later on in the matchup kicks away in the corner, but he gets caught with a jumping clothesline. Dustin has to block the label lock, and it's time for some more kicks. A big one to the chest makes Dustin hulk up and say, "Hit me, motherfucker." And then he just makes a tremendous comeback with a power driver, which was scary for me knowing Danielson's history with the neck, and really got the crowd into this one. Dustin is back up, but Danielson out of nowhere slaps on the guillotine, and for the 4th straight match wins the matchup with a new finish. This went over 15 minutes. I'm not the biggest Dustin fan myself, but I say he's had good matches with Malachi Black, with Brody Lee, but this would be the best match he's had since Cody at Double or Nothing 2019. And my God, Bryan Danielson can have a banger with just about anybody in AEW, it seems. What did you think about this match here, Jimmy?
Let's not skip past the part that Dustin Rhodes is in a title eliminator tournament. Let's not skip past that part. Let's not whatever. But this match was really good. Dragon to me is hands and shoulders above, head and shoulders better than everybody else. The fact that he got do I want to go great? I'll go very good match.
I'll go great.
You will go great?
I would go great.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. That was how. I don't know how he did it, but he did it somehow. And it's not like he's flying around.
And he's able, like, he's a pure babyface, Bryan Danielson, but he's able to play just a subtle bit so aggressive as a heel that he got the fans behind Dustin here.
Yes, because they're fucking losers. I don't know how. Fucking really? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But whatever. I thought the match worked. It didn't gross me out too much, and I liked the finish. Even though we'll have to talk later about how Dustin didn't want to tap the dragon like everybody else did. Whatever. All right. We gotta protect that. We gotta protect Dustin Rhodes. The title
Always.
Yuck.
Must protect him with all our power, ladies and gentlemen. EBB saying Pac is flawless. Can anyone name a weakness of his? Nope. Real take sports with a great comment here. Could have used way more hook talking about Rampage. I agree. Always can use. You could always use way more hook. Real take sports also saying hook equals next Dynamite diamond ring winner. I wouldn't mind it. At all. Nick Jackson saying solid opener. Liked what I saw from Dustin. Cringed hard when he hit Brian with that power driver. Yeah, indeed. To be fair to Dustin, he worked way different than what I expected. Yeah, he did.
Well,
he did. Fifth generation Cardi saying Bryan Danielson is always a delight to watch. I gotta agree there. Awesome. Nick Jackson saying Brian's fifth straight match of just calling shit in the ring, so in his element. Yeah, he's in his bag right now.
Could you imagine you're Bryan Danielson, you have to listen to some agent tell you what to do? Could you imagine this? You just stare at him like, any idea who I am? Any idea?
This is what happened to him for 11 fucking years, ladies and gentlemen. For 11 years, this motherfucker's been having to deal with agents telling him, oh, you should hit this spot here. Motherfucker, I'm Bryan fucking Danielson.
I can't imagine who that could be. Like, unless it's Ric Flair, I'm not listening to what you have to say.
But this is, I know we keep saying this, but I gotta keep echoing it. This was the Bryan Danielson me and you watched 15 years ago. This is the guy, because in ROH, he used to do this shit a lot. He used to beat people with the cattle mutilation. He used to beat people with the elbows. He used to beat people with the fucking chicken wing crossface. Like, he can beat you any type of way. This motherfucker doesn't need a finisher. That's usually how WWE works. You gotta have a finisher. And you can't just have a submission finisher. You gotta have a submission and a finisher you could hit on anybody type of move. But AEW is just doing a great job of giving us the Bryan Danielson that really became a god in pro wrestling before he even got to WWE. EBB saying Dynamite was a solid 7 for me. Fun show. If Dustin was in Cody's spot in this feud with Malachi, I'd have enjoyed it a lot more. I've said it before, but Cody really, really wishes he was Dustin's age.
It does seem like that. He does fucking act as if he's fucking 70-year-old man.
70-year-old man somewhere.
Gunslinger going out for one last ride. That's what it always feels like with Cody. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. He's like fucking 26, Joe.
And then the EVB saying, love Dustin coming on to Dynamite every few months just to remind how great he is at that age. Yes.
We're not doing that. We're not giving old people points.
52 years old, though, ladies and gentlemen. Just say it. 52 years old. Hey, but I will say this is the second best match Bryan has had with the 50-year-old in the last 2 weeks, though.
Right? Not his best 50-year-old match. I'm just that guy. You're welcome.
Next we had two different backstage segments with promos. First was a hilarious Kenny Omega and the Elite promo. They are ready for the Super Elite to face the Dark Order next week. Omega saw Hangman Page being all tough last week, but he knows the man behind the mask. He knows Page's weakness, and at Full Gear, it's gonna be coward shit instead of cowboy shit. And what made this segment wasn't even Kenny's promo, was the Young Bucks and Adam Cole reacting to everything he was saying.
I got to give Adam Cole some credit here, by the way. He has a presence about himself. He just feels like the douchebag from high school. He's fantastic.
This is like the best stable ever to me. I am sorry. You can argue amongst yourself. You can have your bloodlines. I love the New Day, but they're not at where they were even a couple of years ago. The Elite is at another level with Adam Cole right now. Then we had a back and forth promo exchange backstage with FTR bragging about winning the AAA World Tag Team titles last week. They have been waiting on the sidelines for over a year now, while little boys fight over the AEW World Tag Team titles, and it's time to complete their journey by winning those straps. Penta El Zero Miedo and Alex Abrahantes threaten revenge on FTR for hurting Rey Fenix last week, and FTR says bring it, and it's official. FTR will verse the Lucha Bros for the AEW World Tag Team titles at Full Gear. What did you think about this little promo here?
I thought it was really, really good. I thought it worked for all parties involved. I have to say, though, the more I watch them, the more it becomes clear to me Dax is a couple notches better than Cash is. Like, he's really good. He feels kind of like they pulled him out of a fucking movie or some shit. He's fantastic.
If he went on his own, I'm sorry, just on his promos alone, I would be convinced. I would be convinced he would be like a TNT AEW World Championship contender type of guy.
Right? He's kind of like a low rent John Moxley, quite frankly. Those how the promos feel to me. Like,
and if you thought that was good, we'll get to the Moxley promo. But speaking of promos, we'll talk about the Moxley one, which is in the running for the best segment of the night. But this is too. Tony Schiavone brings out it's Sting for an update on Darby Allin. Before he could say anything, it's a Sting promo, so he gets interrupted. Here is MJF to interrupt. After asking Florida to try and have some class, MJF talks about how Sting needs to tell these people that their little hero is a coward. He also accuses Sting that his stash from the 80s is what falls down during his entrance. He said Sting can paint his face, swing a bat, or even have your leftover stash from the 80s rain down, but you can't fool MJF. Sting isn't a good guy. MJF talks about how all of Sting's fans stick by them, but then all of Sting's friends stick by him, but then he just leaves them, and they are left like his buddy Lex Luger in a wheelchair. And I busted out laughing at that fucking line. The fight is on between Sting and MJF, but here is the pinnacle. They beat Sting down despite Sting no-selling a steel chair shot from Shawn Spears. MJF puts the steel chair and sits down in it. MJF picks up Sting's head and acts as if he has broken Darby Allin's will yet, and Allen can listen to these people all he wants, but this is what is waiting on him because MJF is just that much better. The Pinnacle gets ready to leave, but MJF hits Sting with the Dynamite Diamond Ring. What did you think about this segment and promo from MJF and Sting?
First of all, when Sting came out, I asked Cash over under how many words Sting gets out before he gets interrupted by somebody. He said 4. And I thought that sounded right. He got 0 words out. Jesus fucking Christ. They always do that. I'm not
every single time.
Right? MJF, he talked about the 4 pillars of fucking AEW, Juggle Boy, Sammy, and Darby.
Yeah.
How far away is MJF from the rest of them? I'm sorry, but it's a big difference. Like I can put the belt on him right now, and I can't the other 3.
I mean, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Hangman needs to beat Omega at Full Gear, but Hangman doesn't need to have the title for that long. I'm talking about either Revolution or Double or Nothing. You strap that young man, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, strap him immediately.
Wow. I'm not mad at that take. MJF is the guy.
I say Revolution because he can get a few months in, and then the big money matchup, in my opinion, is MJF in Chicago versus CM Punk at next year's All Out for the AEW World Title.
God, imagine MJF screwing over CM Punk in Chicago. How awesome would that be?
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Oh my God, I can't imagine what that would look like. You have to do something ridiculous. God damn it, yeah. MJF is fantastic, and he was fantastic here. And what's great about him is that he doesn't need the cheap heat lines to get over. So he cuts a fantastic promo without him, and then at the end, he's going to drop the bomb on you because I can, and I'm an ass. And it worked. I love this segment. I love the way Sting no-sold the chair shot from Spears, but apparently Wardlow's just stronger than Spears in the chair, which I buy.
Yeah.
And then they holding him while fucking he talks. I was here for it. I love this segment. And I love this feud. I'm not sure I call it that. They didn't really interact all that much. But it worked. Took out Darby, fucked up Sting. I'm ready for Darby's babyface comeback.
And I like the fact that this seems like it's like gonna build to a pay-per-view matchup, but that doesn't even feel like this is the end of it because they haven't interacted so much, and this is the only pillar left that he really hasn't had a long form story with, because his story with Jungle Boy is kind of still ongoing. His story with Sammy Guevara only just had their first match in June, so he can go back to that as well. So he's really building up all his feuds with all the other three pillars of AEW.
He should hold the belt for forever. I can't say anything about the title run. It should be a long one, possibly long.
It should, with the Pinnacle helping him along the way. We got EBB with a comment here saying, I would be disappointed if Hangman has a short reign, in my opinion, after this long chase. Has to hold the title at least till Double or Nothing. No, with baby faces, it doesn't really have to be that long, honestly. It's all about the chase. The money is in the chase with the baby faces. Yes, it's been a long reign, but even if he wins at Full Gear and loses at Revolution might not be till like March. That's like he's champion from December, January, February, March. That's 4 months. That's 4 months with the title. That's pretty good for a babyface nowadays. We got a super chat donation here from Follow B. Thank you, good brother, saying Kenny is such a goofball in his promos. Seems like we're done with Gallows and Anderson, and that's great for me. They're fine in Impact, not in AEW. What do you think about there's been a recent report from Ringside News, so take it with a huge grain of salt, but they say sources in Impact Wrestling say that the AEW Impact relationship is done for now, following Bound for Glory and Christian losing the Impact World title at that pay-per-view. What do you think about no more Gallows and Anderson with the Super Elite?
What do I think about that? Who noticed them even being there if fucking one of them wasn't gigantic? Like, you wouldn't even notice them being. They have been a complete waste in AEW. I don't even like them all that much, but it's been a waste. I'm not mad at it. It just is what it is. Like, good. Go do something. Be productive.
Go do something with it.
More Don Callis? Because that would bother me. That would bother me.
I would, yeah. We always need more Don Callis, ladies and gentlemen. Another comment in regards to the Elite. Nick Jackson is saying the Elite is always on point, and they were still doing bits as they cut to commercial. Real Take Sports says, for real, Brian is the reason I still watch wrestling. I love that he's in AEW doing the American Dragon stuff. Fifth Generation Carney saying, this is Adam Cole teaching the Elite how to cut promos.
Thank you, sir. Absolutely. Enough. Matt Jackson's so much better than Nick Jackson. One's an F, one's a D. Enough.
Stop it. Will you stop? Matt Jackson is a really good promo.
Silly.
He's a really good promo. Will you stop?
Really good? Oh my god.
Really good promo. We got EBB saying Wednesday's 8-man tag will be chaos and will make a lot of people angry. It'll be silly fun, and I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I already see the costumes that the Elite might pull out on Halloween.
JR bathroom break. Me and him are gonna have a stroke watching this fucking nonsense.
Bobby Badito saying, I would like to see Serena D versus Chris Statlander.
I would love to see that, yes.
That would be a really strong matchup. Fifth Generation Carney saying, I think this was MJF's best outing so far. I'm sorry, but I feel like I say that every single week. I feel like I say that every single week. Frantic World saying Miro and MJF had the best promo. We'll get to Miro's promo too. Absolutely. EBB saying, I'm glad Good Brothers are in the background on Dynamite now. They're fun goofs, but with Cole here, now there's not much need for them at the moment. Solid hands. Yeah, I like the Good Brothers. They're great on their own in Impact Wrestling, but yeah, it was time to kind of move away from them after that. We also got here Fifth Generation saying, you people solve all your problems with incest and gun violence.
I'm not sure why that's as funny as it is. Maybe it's the way he said it. He said it all a matter of fact.
Oh my god, I'm so done. Vala B echoing what I said. His story is about the chase, not so much holding it. Talking about Hangman Page.
He loses it. He's not gonna get it back. You don't understand how far behind he's going to have Punk and Dragon and MJF. Like, come on, it's over. Once he loses his belt, it's over.
All right, so double or nothing. Who cares?
Who
All
cares?
right.
See, they got the CSFD Hangman. They got their new toys. They got Punk and Dragon. They don't give a fuck about you anymore.
I'm more into MJF. MJF is not a new toy. He's a part of the day one-ish. He's day one-ish. Nick Jackson saying, I wouldn't mind if Miro was the one to unseat a Hangman. No, you can't. No, that's the shit that Jimmy's talking about here. Don't tell me Miro. No, not Miro before MJF. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Are we all out on Miro? I love Miro.
I love Miro myself, and he would make a great challenger for Hangman Page, but not the one to unseat him. MJF needs to be the one to unseat him, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we had Britt Baker. She isn't happy with Ty Conti sticking her nose in the title picture. If Conti had worked hard to get to the main event, they could have a nice title match. Now, though, since Conti put her hands on something that didn't belong to her, Baker is going to kick that ass that Conti loves showing everyone and keep her title. I feel like Britt Baker is just one of the best talkers on this goddamn show.
Goat. I saw somebody call her and I forget who else, maybe Becky Lynch, overrated. You're out of your mind, sir. Goat Baker has been the best thing going for a long while. That Jackman was fucking atrocious. Poor bastard. This thing, dog, I guess he has super special arms. Goat Baker, this promo was fantastic. I'm actually excited for this Ty Conti match, but more importantly, I'm excited for this reign to continue. We know Ty Conti's not winning. It is what it is. I am here for it. Goat!
The
greatest female heel turn ever. It's not that close. Saved us from Tony Khan's dumbass booking. Oh, she's a dentist. That'll make people like her. What is this, 85, you fucking idiot? Goat Baker. Thank you for saving us. I appreciate it.
Save us all, Goat Baker. Save us all. What's up to Ninja Mortis in the live chat saying hashtag Hook Nation? Absolutely. We had next up the first TBS Women's Title Tournament first round matchup with Penelope Ford going one-on-one with Ruby Soho. This was a little rough at times. I'm gonna put it lightly. This was a little rough at time, but it had a lot of good stuff in it as well. There was a Penelope Ford before the commercial break got the advantage thanks to the bunny causing a distraction here. She had a nice little forearm on the outside. Ford catches Soho with a jumping cutter for a close 2 count. Soho gives her an STO out of the corner. Another kick to the head rocks Soho though, and it's a fireman's carry gutbuster by Ford for another 2 count. Bunny tries to throw in the brass knuckles, but my God, for the first time ever, your boy, Rick Knox stops some cheating in a matchup. He puts his foot down on the brass knuckles, not allowing Ford to get it, but Soho takes advantage of that, gets the O'Connor roll for the victory here to advance in the TBS Women's Title Tournament. This wasn't very long. I felt like Soho looked okay, but actually Penelope Ford kind of looked better despite the clunky spots here. But it was a good win for Ruby to move on. In the post-match, the bunny goes after Soho, but Red Velvet runs in to make the save to even the odds. So I think we're getting a tag team match, and as well, we're getting Bunny versus Red Velvet in the TBS Women's Title Tournament. What did you think about the matchup here?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. They watched the recap. I thoroughly appreciate it. Tony Schiavone even gave Rick Knox some props afterwards, which was thoroughly appreciated. Leave Rick Knox alone. I don't ask for much. Now they have him doing good things. He's not just not doing it, right? By the way, we'll get to the fact that CM Punk saved some dummy who he doesn't know, but then save the guy who he's been in the ring with, who we saw, who's shaking hands with, then save Sting. Fuck Sting. He's old. He'll be fine. That's hilarious. Yeah, this match was rough, Soho and Penelope. I thought the first half was really good, though. I was like, let's go. And then with the commercial break, I'm not sure what the fuck happened. It was awful. I thought it was a different match. I'm not sure how experienced either one is. You guys know better than me. But it felt like the further we got away from having talked about how this match is going to go, the harder to remember what's remembered spots, and we just kind of felt the reality. What do you want?
It did.
By the way, I thought Ruby Soho was fantastic. What happened?
She's fantastic. She's fantastic when she's in there with the right person. So I think her and Chris Statlander is the right person, and she'll have a better match.
She's in there with the right person. Me too. Me and Dragon have 5-star matches, so I must be fantastic.
Well, absolutely. I think anybody would, but MJF is backstage and he says he sent Darby Allin a message this week, but then Wardlow interrupts it and he wants to know why MJF shoved him in front of Sting last week. MJF says it was just a fight or flight and tries to talk his way out of it, saying that he didn't mean to do that, but he sees that Wardlow has been working hard and that there's too much pressure on him. Therefore, he is assigning Sean Spears to be his accountability buddy. Wardlow and Spears are confused, but MJF has to leave for a meeting, and Sean Spears looks at Wardlow and says, "Hey!" I thought Sean Spears was hilarious in this segment, and I like that they are acknowledging what MJF did and slowly but surely planting more seeds to the eventual Wardlow babyface turn. What did you think about this?
15 years away at this point because fucking I'm an old man. The Batista turn on Triple H, or vice versa, whatever you want to say it, is the greatest fucking storyline of that period. And if we get it here, I am here for it. Mostly because Accountability Buddy really just sounds hilarious. It's so childish and like kind of like you're talking to like a kid. And I'm here for Wardlow eventually having enough of MJF's nonsense. I guess you have to go through Spears first, but I'm here for it.
I love this. I love this so much. This was so funny. This was so funny.
What is it? You're trying to keep somebody accountable, but he's not your boss. He's your buddy. It's an accountability buddy.
Follow B saying Rick Knox not getting paid extra to look bad, so he decides to be a good ref. For once, we need that. Fifth Generation Carney says, I feel like Baker and Cole sit around and cut promos on each other all night at home. What a loving relationship that would be.
Yeah, we know who wins that. That ain't close.
Bobby Fish versus Anthony Green is next. Green grabs a roll up for an early 2 count, but Fish completely dominates this one. He hits right back with kicks and knees, hits a hard exploder suplex into the ropes, and then the last rights kick to win this match in just under 2 minutes. We did also see Tony Nese in the crowd watching this matchup. First time we've seen Tony Nese since he was released from WWE. Post match, though, is the real story here. Fish kicks Green down again to basically confirm that he is turning heel. The beating is on until CM Punk runs in for the save. So next week on AEW Dynamite, when it's back on Wednesday, we're getting CM Punk's first AEW Dynamite match against Bobby Fish, and I'm all for it. I want to see it. What did you think about the match and the post match here, Jimmy?
I'm over Bobby Fish already. I'm over Tony Nese because of his shitty nickname.
The premier athlete?
We had a big argument, me and Cash, about this nickname. He thought it was amazing. I thought it was that name is the premier athlete is one. I told him, I said that's one of the worst nicknames I've ever heard in my life. I cannot even wrap my brain around how bad the premier athlete. You know what's one that's worse than that? Fucking the world's strongest man is a terrible nickname, except he was actually the world's strongest man. The premier athlete is a horrific name. It's on the nose. Oh, it stinks. That stinks. Imagine that, right? That's sidetracked. Before he has a CM Punk match, I thought this match should happen before the Sammy match. Quite frankly, I don't know what we're doing here. I guess Bobby Fish is on Punk's list of things he wants to do. At this point, his list is probably done. He's just seeing random shit on TV and decided he wants to fight that guy.
Yeah, he was like, he saw that Dragon Fish match. He was like, you know what? I can have a good match with Bobby Fish too.
I can do that. Like, can you though?
I love this comment here from Vala B. Anthony Green looking like the fourth Buck brother.
He does. CM Punk like dressed like Adam Cole.
He was subtly dressed like Adam Cole, I would say. Leo Rush is next. There we go. There's Tony Nese. There's the premier athlete.
Oh my god! Agree with me, please. The premier athlete? What? The fastest man alive. Shut up. This stinks. Oh my god, I can get over bad nickname.
Next, we had a very underrated promo, in my opinion, with Lio Rush. He's still trying to tell Dante Martin that they're going to be a great team. Martin still isn't sure. He doesn't like that Lio Rush is putting down Matt Sydal for losing the matchup against CM Punk a couple of weeks back. But Rush has already gotten them a match as their first match as a tag team against Mike and Matt Sydal, the Sydal brothers, next week on Rampage, and Dante does not look happy here. Any quick thoughts on that?
I liked it. Lio Rush has grown on me tremendously. His first appearance with this gimmick, we did the video package, that was horrific, especially following Matt Hardy. But ever since, his stuff with Dante has been fantastic. He comes across as both genuine and a complete cunt.
I enjoyed it a lot. World Title Eliminator Tournament first round matchup. Our second of the night is Eddie Kingston going one-on-one with Lance Archer. Eddie Kingston immediately jumps Archer in the aisle to start. It's a brawl all over the place. Archer used a plant in the crowd to beat down Kingston before we go to commercial. Chokeslam off the apron on the said plant onto Kingston, and then the opening bell. Archer chops away, but Kingston slips out of the blackout. Chinlock goes on to put Archer in trouble, and when we come back from commercial break, this match totally goes off the rails when Archer goes to the top rope for a moonsault and lands on the top of his head. This was scary. I just was like, holy shit. Oh my God. That was pretty nasty. Archer rolls to the outside. He talks to the doctor. He immediately, after a few minutes, comes back in the ring, and Kingston just rolls him up to go home immediately. I am happy to say that Lance Archer was reportedly made it to the back on his own power. He got his neck jammed, but he didn't have a concussion, thankfully. This match was going just fine until that scary moment there. I was a bit shaken up after this. What did you think, Jimmy?
Yeah, that was on the rougher side. I don't know how to talk about sounding like a complete cunt. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I like Daniel Garcia, but that match put me to sleep. Fuck was I saying? Jesus. Fucking Bobby Fish was Daniel Garcia threw me off. Ugh. Right. Dummy landing on his face. Listen, I like Lance Archer, and I like what he does. But ironically, I was watching the beginning of this match, and I went, is it me? Or does Lance Archer look a little heavier than he usually does? And then he fucking under-rotated. His extra 10 pounds didn't come in handy. Eddie won, so yay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're going to get Bryan Danielson going one-on-one with Eddie Kingston next week on AEW Rampage. They had a promo segment during the commercial to Rhodes to the Top where Bryan Danielson, talked about Eddie Kingston being, a very popular guy, being an underdog, but his work that he's put in, he doesn't put in the work like Bryan Danielson has, and he can't make up for 20 years of putting in the work in 1 week. Yes. So we see Bryan Danielson is going to be a subtle heel in this matchup against Eddie Kingston, which I think is the right route because Eddie Kingston is a popular son bitch. But from what I heard from a lot of people, they felt like Bryan Danielson out-promoted Eddie Kingston, which says a lot. What do you think about this matchup on Rampage next week?
I didn't see it, but you all are wrong. Eddie Kingston getting out-promoted. It didn't happen. I didn't see it. It didn't happen. I look forward to this match. I look forward to all Dragon matches. And even if I didn't, because I didn't know him, if I watched the first 5 or so he had here, I wouldn't know it's going to be fantastic. He just had a great match with fucking Goldust. I think he'll be fine with Eddie Kingston. This is going to be really good.
Love that. Goldust. He had a great match with Goldust, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we had another promo segment, but this time it's in the ring where we have Dan Lambert and the Men of the Year for a chat. They aren't impressed by the Inner Circle because the team has been beaten down time after time by Men of the Year and American Top Team. Ethan Page is just he is just so good, so
Right?
fucking good on the mic. He talks about Jake Hager being undefeated in MMA with an MMA record, but no one has ever seen it, and they beat him at AEW Rampage Grand Slam. He says Santana and Ortiz are from the streets, but the men of the year treat the streets like a runway. As for Chris Jericho, why is AEW paying him to come to the ring and flirt with Paige Van Zandt? And this cues up Sammy Guevara to quote Chris Jericho to tell them to shut the hell up. He says that he remembers that Dan Lambert had some stipulations, so let's have it. Dan Lambert cuts them off and says that Sammy doesn't suck on the stick as much as he thought he did. Well, I hate the subtle homophobe. Yeah, the homophobic jokes. The Inner Circle can have their big team matchup, their 10-man tag at Full Gear, but only if Sammy Guevara defends the title against Ethan Page next week on Dynamite on Wednesday. When Sammy loses, though, he's also out of the Inner Circle forever. Sammy says it's on, but if he wins, he gets to pick the members of American Top Team that will be in the 10-man tag. That's a deal, but Scorpio Sky says he's ready to fight right now, and that cues up the rest of the Inner Circle to chase off the heels in a hurry. And Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page were great, just running off like chicken shit heels here. What did you think about this promo exchange here?
All Ego is fantastic, and I'm glad he got the microphone. And he complained about not getting the microphone last time, as he should, because he's the best talker out of these three. Even though Dan Lambert appears to have found his groove the last couple of weeks, where he's not just running through the same.
Yes, because he actually has something to talk about and someone to feud with. I think that's the big difference.
Wrestling fans are awful, and they're nerdy, and they're dumb. And he's right. You guys are awful, but still, enough. Scorpio Sky is the Matt Jackson of this fucking group. His mannerisms make me sick. I cannot stand his rolling around and flopping around. We got it. We got it. Would you let your brother do this thing, please? I'll try to be nice. Right. Being nice. We got it. Ego was good. I thought Sammy was fine. I thought Lambert was good. I thought the fucking running away of everybody was really good.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this match, though it's not going to end the way I'd like it to.
Probably not, but I think it's going to be a really good match with Ethan Page and Sammy Guevara for sure. Probably better than the 10-man tag we're going to get at Full Gear. Yeah, wouldn't say that's even a an out there a hot take at all.
Oh, wait a minute. What did he say about Chris Jericho? He called him a walking PR nightmare? Yes, he is.
No, he called Sammy a walking PR nightmare.
Oh, yes, because of the Sasha Banks thing.
Exactly. I like that line. But all these promos led up to what I thought was the best promo of the night with Jon Moxley. He says he knows he's supposed to be talking trash and yelling about how he's going to take out everyone in the tournament. He'll be doing that, but he said he doesn't care about this tournament. He doesn't care about the ratings. He doesn't care about the demo. He doesn't care about people talking on Twitter. All he could think about is his baby daughter. His daughter squeezed his finger, which is, he said, is broken right now for all she's got. And all he can think about is her looking up at him and looking him straight in the eyes. And he says that he wants to do everything that he can to make it back to her, which means that he has to win this tournament. And he will winning this tournament will let him do more for her, and it's time to smash everyone. What did you think about Moxley as he just gets more bitter and bitter as a new dad, and I'm just loving every second of it.
I said during his title run, he's my favorite babyface in a decade, more than that. And this reminded me why. He's so good. His subtle angerness played off as kind of nonchalance of, listen, I don't care about all this stuff, but if I'm going to make it home, somebody's got to get fucked up. I'm just here for that idea. I'm here for the evolution of his character, though it hasn't changed really. It's just different things I care about now. I used to care about the belt, and that's why I beat people up. I care about my daughter. I got to beat people up. It is what it is. And to me, he's the best babyface that lasts. 21. When did Rock leave? The first time.
For 2002?
Like, geez, that long. Like, that long. He's so good. Jesus.
Oh, we got a couple of comments that we should highlight here. Ninja Mortis says TK need to get the contract department on ACH. Motherfucker should be challenging for a TNT title against Cody when he was first released. I'm a big ACH fan, so I wouldn't mind that at all. EBB saying Sammy always puts his big guy voice on with the mic. He's getting better. He's so over. Nick Jackson says, "Damn, that walking PR nightmare was a good burn." Ninja Mortis agreeing, saying it was a great burn, and EBB saying, "Really like how fatherhood made Moxley not care, while it made Hangman believe. Nice contracts, and Mox versus Hangman is the first defense. Surely, I think so. I was going into this tournament thinking Bryan Danielson was gonna win the tournament, but yeah, if Hangman's gonna win, his first challenger needs to be Moxley. They already teased the confrontation in the casino ladder match, and the fact that they're using their kids as their inspiration, I like it.
I hadn't considered that. You know what? That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind the heel turn being after the match. Just boom. I lost. You know what? Fuck this cocksucker.
I would dig it. The Dark Order is ready for the Super Elite. When Hangman Page comes in, Page is sorry for not getting back with them sooner. If they are going after the Elite and so close to Halloween, it might be time for some costumes. The Dark Order seems interested, with John Silver mentioning Bambi. He's going to be Bambi next week. I can't wait. I can't wait for AEWramble next week. Jimmy Macram and Marcus Cash are going to lose their shit over this match.
I cannot. Yuck. I'm annoyed already.
I love it already. Jungle Boy. Romeo.
I think Jimmy and Marcus need to be dressed up. You too. SP3 is going to be Halloween.
First of all, I shit on everybody older than the age of 12 who dresses up for Halloween. Sorry. That's your hot chick dressing up as a different hot chick. I'm over it.
Don't worry, my wife makes me get Halloween costumes for our yearly pictures, so I will wear my costume next week right here on AEWramble next Sunday. Don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. Juggle Boy versus Brandon Cutler is next. This one is a short squash. Brandon Cutler is such a great stooge, the best stooge in wrestling since Patterson and Briscoe, in my opinion.
Wow.
Jungle Boy gets the victory with the snare trap in just over a minute. Post-match, Jungle Boy says he's still feeling good and wants another member of the Elite. Since no one comes out, the snare trap goes on again on Cutler, but Adam Cole comes out. He screams for someone to help him. Cole comes out and says, we can do this right now, but it's a ruse. So the Young Bucks can run in for the beatdown. We get a double super kick. They bring Jungle Boy up the ramp and they hit the BTE trigger, and then Adam Cole lowers the boom. And then after that, the Young Bucks throw Jungle Boy off the stage through a table, and Jungle Boy is without the Jurassic Express because Luchasaurus got taken out last week with the powerbomb through the table. Marco Stunt is on Jericho's cruise, and Christian was out bound for glory, so he had no friends to help him here. What did you think about the short match and then the beatdown afterwards?
Me fucking Jungle Boy like a fucking idiot, did it not? You know you have no backup, and you know they always bring backup. All right. The match was fine. You were right. Brandon Cutler has found his calling in life, and it's as a stooge. His Panama Sunrise thing was fucking hilarious. I rewound it so I could see him fucking.
Oh yes, he said Brandon Cutler, baby.
I think got shut. Oh no, I'm out. Listen, we're doing Halloween. I'm out. We need Jimmy next week. I'm out. I'm running away. I can't.
Ninja Mortis says Jimmy hate everything. Sound like Black Jimmy Cornette.
First of all, Jimmy Cornette is fantastic, and I hate Jim Cornette. So add him to the list. I officially hate more things than Jim Cornette because I also hate Jim Cornette. What did I say?
They said they want you to be stallish and won't off.
No, it's not happening. No. I did like the beatdown though.
Yes.
Jungle Boy selling on that fucking toss. He went flying. He landed it perfectly. It didn't look like it was too much fucking. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. It wasn't too much padding there. It looked great to me, and it made the fucking Adam Cole feels like the actual dangerous member of the Elite, and it works. It works.
It works a lot. I love the kiss, the super click kiss before they threw him off the stage as well. Great touch. Next, we had another great promo on this show of great promos. Miro cuts a promo wanting to know why his God has forsaken him. Now he will hurt everyone in front of him and become the favorite champion again. Therefore, he can return to his wife at home with blood on his hands. Oh my God, which is on all of us. What he was dropping gems in this short little promo. He is probably my favorite character in this show of great characters. He's my favorite, especially I loved God's favorite champion and the Redeemer, but the Forsaken one, Miro, is even better.
If they gave me Miro versus God at some pay-per-view, I might watch it. I just like that idea. Yes, let's go. Let's go. God is already 0-1. Let's do 0-2. Miro taking another one. He sounds so. It's such a cartoony character. Am I really supposed to believe that he hasn't seen his wife in a month? And I almost do. I do. It's so fantastic. He can't go back until he fucking solves this. I'm here for it. I don't know where it goes. Unfortunately, I feel like it could go to Cody. But I don't know. I'm here for wherever it goes. Whoever he faces. If he's saying my first challenge, I wouldn't be mad at that either. Well, it can't be the first one because we got the tournament. But second.
I would dig that for sure. Remember, guys, drop a thumbs up on this video. Of course, keep on putting your thoughts in the live chat, and of course, we're gonna do MVP, LVP, and our rating for the show. So put that in the live chat as well. Super chat donations. Make sure we highlight your comment. So make sure you do that. And there's a in-chat poll as well for what out of 10 you would give AEW Saturday Night Dynamite as we go to the main event of the night, Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes 3. Of course, Malachi Black has beaten Cody twice before, but now Cody is being more serious thanks to Arn Anderson's help. Arn Anderson is back with Cody, who charges into the ring, and we get the opening bell in a hurry. Cody goes straight for the knee, but can't get the figure 4 back up. They strike it out, and immediately we hear the fans with a vocal, very loud Cody sucks chant. A shot to the knee has Cody in trouble, but he knocks Black away for a breather. Cody is right back on the knee, and he hit the figure 4 as the fans seem to be paying attention to something else after Cody throws the belt into the crowd, but they're about to tell the person to throw it back, but it's a little kid, so they start cheering for him. Nice little face and heel turn at the same time by the fans. Black bails to the floor as we go to commercial break. Immediately back for commercial break, we see Cody just hit a crossroads off the apron through a table at ringside, which busts Black open. Black, when they get up, Black manages to post Cody, throws him into the ring post, which busts Cody open. This is a Cody matchup, so there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. We get Arn Anderson in the ring, who the fans chant "Get the Glock," which is one of my favorite chants I've ever heard by a crowd. Anderson, of course, is distracted by Andrade, who comes out on stage. This takes a while as well. I feel like they missed Andrade missed the cue because it was a lot of like confusion in between there. F-U WWE, absolutely. He gives the gun salute to the Glock Anderson, and then Jose comes in. He tries to attack Anderson, but Anderson hits his still smooth work of art spine buster, but he gets up to Malachi Black, who spits the miss in his face, then Black walks into a crossroads for a close 2 count and a lot of booing. Back up, Black kicks him away, setting up for a German suplex. So smooth with how he hits like the kicks and then the German suplex with the bridge. He connects with the Black Mass, but Cody falls into the ropes, and the referee referee pulls Black away. Cody is back up and gets a backdropped out and onto the apron. Black misses the middle moonsault, and Cody takes him out with a suicide dive. Back in the ring, Cody hits the Cody cutter, then the crossroads, gets immediately up and hits a Tiger Driver 98, or the Cody Driver. There's even t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen, and he gets the victory. I thought that the outcome was not what we wanted, obviously, but this was a very heated match. It was a very fun match. There was a lot of different moments that stood out to it. The one biggest missed opportunity, in my opinion, is Cody doing the double underhook. The motherfucker should have hit the pedigree. The fans, you heard the fans. The fans were ready for it. The fans were like, they did a gas when they thought he was going to do it, and then he did the Tiger Driver 98. But I thought that this was a really fun matchup, and regardless of the fans, clearly not being on Cody's side here, they were heated and into this match the entire way. What did you think, Jimmy?
This was Jesus. Yes, that looks like a move that'll bust two people open. Fucking idiot. Cody stinks. I used to love Cody Rhodes so much. People ask me, why are you so mad about all these things? It's because I buy into it, and then you just start shitting on me. What if Britt Baker started sucking randomly, or fucking Nick Jackson, since you're here, was terrible all of a sudden? Why would I like them anymore? It would break my heart. And that's what Cody has done to me.
That's great. That is great. That is great. Please put that back up. Please put that back up.
Seeing fucking Yokozuna's fucking pouch in the middle of his Hawaii.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Cody is so fucking oblivious to everything. He thought that one pop on Rampage, which was surprising, we didn't expect to see it. We just got the hype for a great match. He thought, oh, they like me again. We don't. And it was proven here. He should have came out with, first of all, this is the story is that he fucking Arnaz is making him super serious now. We're doing Glocks, we're burning shit, and we have people slap us in the face. So we're serious motherfuckers now. And then this motherfucker comes out with his same stupid ass entrance, with his ridiculous. He should have came out with just in his wrestling outfit, right to the ring, no pomp and circumstance, and we could have had the match, and I would have enjoyed it. But instead, we got to do fucking everything. I am so annoyed, especially by the finish. He can't lose 3 times. I get it, but I hope that this experience has made him understand what needs to happen. You need to turn or you need to leave. You can have your pick of which one it is, but go away for a while or turn heel. That's it.
He's already chosen to go away for a while. That didn't work.
I mean, a while. I mean, pretend that you're pregnant and you have to leave.
Pretend you're pregnant.
Months, you come back. And we'll see how we go from there.
9 months, I wouldn't mind that. Fat Laces Picola saying I did gas. Cody teasing that pedigree had me shook. Nick Jackson saying, bro, thank you, Sid. I really thought he was gonna hit the pedigree. Missed opportunity. Frantic World also saying I thought he was gonna do the pedigree too. Everyone thought he was gonna do the pedigree.
That would take self-awareness. He doesn't even know that people view him as Triple H, which would have been perfect. That's just a complete cunt. You do it, everybody boos if you Malachi Black, and you did it with the pedigree. It would be hilarious. And you could, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
Yeah, another reason why I said I thought that Andrade missed his cue is because the last couple of minutes here felt rushed as fuck. Like I felt like
fast, boy.
I felt like Cody was like he sold the black mass, but he didn't really. I didn't even get to mention that Pac came down and attacked Andrade to send him to the back, so it does look like we're gonna get Cody and Pac versus Andrade and Malachi Black probably at Full Gear, which I don't mind. Anything that puts Pac and Andrade in the ring together, I don't mind. Pac versus Malachi Black would be awesome as well, so I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, Cody.
Miro comes down and annihilates all 4 of them.
Wouldn't mind that. I saw Miro's name is associated with those guys, so wouldn't mind that.
Let's go.
But yes, that brings us to a close on AEW Saturday Night Dynamite. But yes, in the live chat, let us know your MVP, your LVP, and your match of the night, as well as what you gave the show out of 10. Match of the night, Jimmy, I'm going with Danielson and Rhodes.
Yeah. Yes. Probably with relative. Yeah. It wasn't as good as Andrade Pac from the night before, obviously.
Nah.
But that very rarely happens with Dragon's match, not the best match of the week. Yeah, the best match of the night, though. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. And your LVP for this evening.
It's Lance Archer's mean, right? If I give Lance Archer, that's mean, right?
That is mean. That is very mean.
Let me make sure we're on the same page. Fine, then I guess it's Cody. Yeah, just lose. Sorry.
I can't give it to Cody because he won. Because he won. I'm gonna give it to fucking Anthony Green.
Oh, wait a minute. Thank you. Thank you. It's not Cody. You know it's Tony Nese. You know it's Tony Nese. Atrocious fucking nickname. Oh my god. The premier athlete. What kind of generic ass WWE SmackDown name is that? That stinks.
Oh, we got EBB with a super chat donation here saying the character has had little to no development since the beginning, talking about Cody. He was an emotional promo, like he's dying after a loss, then is the exact same.
It was his whole gimmick thing we just did with Arn Anderson. He came out the exact same way, and fuck it. I like my suits.
I love it. I love it every single time, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So you went with Tony Nese. I went with Anthony Green. Absolutely, that's what I wanted, ladies and gents.
Right? You're gonna go to war. Let's go to war.
MVP of this episode. Who do you give it to, Jimmy?
Oh, shit. I'm gonna cop out. I'm gonna do a tie. I'm gonna go with Dragon and Moxley. That promo on me. God damn.
Only because I didn't give him the co-MVP last week, I'm going with Moxley and Miro. Miro didn't get it last week, but I'm loving this God has forsaken me character so much.
You challenge me.
I'm loving that and bitter new dad, John Moxley. I just love those two characters right now. Those are my favorites. Thumbs in the middle, thumbs up or thumbs down for AEW Saturday Night Dynamite in 3, 2, 1. And what did you give it out of 10, Jimmy?
7.
I can give it slightly better than Rampage at a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Are we not going to deduct point? Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Lance Archer lands on his face. Tony Nese has a terrible fucking name. Nobody decides to save Sting. We can see him save fucking Anthony Green instead. Cody goes complete maniac in the main event with his fucking nonsense. And is it 8 or a 9?
Oh no! You know what? My MVP, I gotta give it 3-way tie: Moxley, Miro, and MJF. I forgot about MJF.
Oh shit! I did give MJF, and he said accountability buddy later.
Exactly. He had 2 great promos. Oh man, Romeo.
I have a solution for Jimmy here. We need to get the chat and accountability buddy. That's what we need to get.
They need an accountability buddy. What are you thinking, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here for it.
Who's gonna be their accountability buddy? It's gonna be Marcus Cash. Absolutely.
Just yelling about nothing. Anthony Green.
Nick Jackson says LVP Anthony Green. Ninja Mortis says count the abs, Jimmy. Count the abs. That's Tony Nese's gimmick. He has 8 abs.
Yes. Premier athlete.
Yes, the premier athlete.
Jesus fucking.
Fat Laces B Gola saying poor Anthony Green if Nick Jackson and Peter Avalon had a baby.
I'm not here for the blasphemy against Nick Jackson, though he did kind of look like Nick Jackson.
Our Nick Jackson says MVP Mox and Brian. EBB saying MVP is Matt Jackson for the best promo I've ever heard. Those few lines, goddamn.
I'm not gonna be trolled. I'm not gonna have it happen. I'm not here for it.
Oh, Nick Jackson. I mean, Ninja Board is saying, give that man the what is that? Oh, yes, the tennis racket and the sports coat. Absolutely, that's your Halloween costume. You just need a tennis racket and a sports coat. Fat Laces Pico is saying those 3 combined hours of AEW go by so fast. Thank you guys for the hilarious recap. Thank you for joining us. You've been great. You guys are awesome. EBB saying 11 out of 10 just to piss off Jimmy some more. But yes, that brings us to a close on AEWramble episode number 14. The nightmare continues. Jimmy, let the people know where they can find you on social media as well as your YouTube channel, sir.
At Jimmy Macram on Instagram and on Twitter, where I don't give random 10s to polls just because I fucking walked by it half fucking second ago. And at Jimmy Macram on the YouTube.
And you can follow me on the Twitter machine at True Heel SP3. I'll be back here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel definitely on Tuesday with another episode of True Rewind episode 60. You can also see me later on in the week on Friday with Miss Chrissy Love for the finale, the season 3 finale of Dark Side of the Ring, as we're going to be talking about the steroids trial. Ooh, what an episode that's going to be for sure. And True Hill Heat 149 on Saturday, 11:05 a.m. Eastern time, as myself, Miss Chrissy Love, will be going up against the Bailey and the Bird podcast in our 3rd fantasy wrestling draft. Can we finally win a fantasy wrestling draft, which ironically enough will be all AEW superstars? Yeah, right here. AEW superstars in this fantasy draft. So an all AEW and all elite fantasy draft on Saturday. True Hill Heat.
Goat. First pick.
What?
Goat. First pick. Is it obvious first pick?
No, Kenny Omega's not obviously. Or Charlotte Flair. What do you think about Charlotte Flair potentially coming to AEW, Jimmy?
I said a few months ago that was 0 chance of that happening, and then fucking House showed up, and AEW's been winning in the ratings, and now we're not so pleased with what's going on over there. So might be time to take our 18, 27 championships and head out.
Or you could have the meme that's her as Medusa throwing the SmackDown championship into the trash.
She's built like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. If you go out of your way to watch that SmackDown segment, if you haven't already, it was awkward as fuck.
Really?
And she was backstage at Dynamite last night. So
I heard
there's a lot going on there. It's not as unlikely as some people would love to believe. A couple of more comments here. Nick Jackson saying another great episode. See y'all next time. EBB saying great stream as always. Love to see the channel growing. Thank you, sir. And Frantic World saying good review, guys. See you on the next one. Yes, there's plenty to enjoy on the channel right now. True Hill Heat 148 with Stephanie Hypes was a great one. We talked about Crown Jewel. We talked about Charlotte versus Becky. There was a lot of discussion there. We previewed Bound for Glory. Our Bound for Glory and AEW Dynamite watch along was incredible last night. 5 hours. The fellas did amazing on that one as well. My interview with Impact Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers. Go out of your way to watch that, as we talked about why the Bullet Club has an issue with the Good Brothers and the Elite, but doesn't have an issue with AJ Styles and Finn Balor in WWE. So there's a lot to unpack in that interview. So definitely go out of your way to check out that and all the great content on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Later on today, we got Dark Power is going to be dropping, so enjoy that as well. And we'll have a Bound for Glory review sometime this week as well. So for Jimmy Macram, it is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. This has been AEWramble episode 14. The nightmare continues. We are signing off until next time.